Crypto is doomed, and if McDonald's won't save us, then who will? Let's go over it. In the past 3 years of being interested and invested personally in NFTs, cryptocurrencies, and much more, there's been a running joke that if anyone at some point were to lose a bunch of money, and this is also a reality, that they could just go work at McDonald's until prices reach a new all-time high. However, that's not really the case anymore. You can't just flip some burgers, maybe some NFTs, until everything sorts itself out in the market and we reach a euphoric state again. It's a little bit different. Times are changing, and I have some pretty bad news to share. McDonald's is starting layoffs. What does it mean? And is this the death of crypto? Well, you probably already knew about this news since I'm pretty sure I put it in the title. And even then, though, I want to share with you a few things in the following video. Well, 2 things really. Why crypto isn't actually doomed just because McDonald's is starting layoffs, and you could probably piece some puzzles together right now. And also my personal McDonald's escape route as someone who worked there for 3 years. To ease your conscience, we'll start with why crypto isn't actually doomed. Now, it may be obvious to some that the doom of crypto was more of a joke, playing on the lost stability in McDonald's jobs, than it actually is a reality or a doom of progression in cryptocurrencies. But there is still some less obvious lines of thinking in regards to why crypto isn't actually doomed. And I want to reiterate why this actually doesn't matter, what actually does matter, and then we'll go over my escape route for those caught in the fuss about the layoffs in McDonald's and worrying if they're going to be able to make it still. The real effects of McDonald's cutting some layoffs or cutting some employees are essentially none on crypto. On the entire economy, yes, they may play a role, but in general, the article actually mentioned that, hey, we're going to actually be creating new jobs, and we're cutting jobs in the more corporate realm. So it is kind of misleading. It is also misleading to link it with crypto, but here we are today, and it gives us a good topic point for some sort of butterfly effect that may occur, but also the fact that crypto is not doomed. Everyone says it's doomed, and there actually is a lot more positives going on right now to add to this than there are negatives. Because at the end of the day, the people developing in crypto and building the technology are 9 times out of 10 not laid off McDonald's employees. Maybe they are sometimes, and I worked at McDonald's. I was one of them. So I'm not trying to knock anyone who works at McDonald's, but more often than not, the people who feel doomed are the retail investors. They're not the people developing the tech. They're more or less the retail investors looking for an escape from where they are in life and asking crypto to give it to them. In the meantime, they're working at McDonald's, but cryptocurrencies are not doomed at all. Right now is actually the worst they'll ever be from here on out. Any failures we occur, they are only going to be lessons down the road. The underlying technology is only improving, and in general, the need for crypto with the poor traditional banking system we have right now is showing its true colors, having insolvency issues, and crypto is needed more than ever. So at the end of the day, all that really matters here is that we still have people building on top of what's failed, what's worked, and continue to have hope that we can make a better future with this tech that will actually make people's lives better. And as far as I can tell, we still have that, so it's not so doomy and gloomy. There's actually a lot of optimism to go around. Now, if you're wondering about my McDonald's escape route, we're going to get into that now. Essentially, I worked at McDonald's for 3 years. I saved a bunch of money and hated most of my time working there, but I had the privilege of working there. And at the end of the day, this was my entry to investing and having the opportunity to go all in on myself and my own business. Basically, the operation I'm running right now from my mom's basement. Saving up working at McDonald's, this allowed me to comfortably quit working. At the time, I was still in college, so I had my mom not charging me rent because I was in school. And shortly after quitting McDonald's, I also actually dropped out of school. And then I was being charged rent in my 6th semester of college. I said, hey, this isn't for me. And my online ventures were starting to take off a little bit. I was still only making, a few $100 a month. But I thought, hey, I can do this. I can go back for my 6th semester later if I really want to and everything fails. But so far, so good. And that was 2.5 years ago. Realistically, I probably didn't have to quit my job at McDonald's or drop out of college, but I did. And it worked out so far. Last month, I made like $10,000 working for myself in my mom's basement. And that's a lot more than I would have made out of my college job pretty easily. It would have taken me a long time to get there. But having the fallback, the luxury of fallback, money saved plus cheap rent, really gave me a lot of help. And my escape route was mostly based on the fact that I had a place to stay that was cheap and I had money saved up because I worked at McDonald's. If I didn't work at McDonald's, I wouldn't be able to really do any of this, and it gave me a fallback. But something I didn't do was put on my McDonald's investments and just toss them into crypto, all of them, and pray. I didn't do that because I didn't think that was the move. I put probably enough money into crypto at the time when I first got into crypto, but still having enough for savings to have really something to drive a main business was the main point there. So how can you use my example towards your McDonald's escape route? Or if you're being laid off, then I guess you don't need an escape route. But if you want an escape route, it's quite simple. It's not easy, but it's pretty simple. First thing, believe in your own ability. Second thing, try a lot of things, see what you like. 3, fail a lot. 4, learn a lot. And 5, find your own escape route along the way, because mine is not going to be yours. I would just be giving you my winning lottery ticket numbers, and that's not really going to help anyone. You have different interests, you have different goals, and you have different perceptions of what is a good life. So you're going to have to lead your own. No template is going to help you. I'm sorry. The main point here is really just to find out what you want. Avoid distractions leading you away from it as much as possible. And if you don't want to work at McDonald's anymore, then focus on replacing your job, getting a new one. Focus on what you actually want, and stop watching Netflix all the time. Watch it sometimes, but maybe not all the time. Anyways, that's it for my life advice. Pretty much all I got for you today. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Keep in mind, this video was originally a newsletter. If you want to check it out and read it, it'll be linked down in the description. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. It's me, your friend Jack. Peace.